Kumusta po kayo? Si Sir Jeff here, nagbabalik para sa panibagong problem na isosolve po natin. So basahin na po natin. Letter A, what is the sum of numbers from 1 to 20? And letter B, what is the sum of numbers from 1 to 100? Madali lang naman yung tanong, kaya lamang kung i-add natin pa isa-isa yan, matatagal lang po tayo. Especially with the letter B. So what we're going to do is to derive a formula using yung problem sa letter A and then solve it using that formula to check the answer. And then sa letter B, kayo na po yung magsagot using that formula and provide your answer on the comments. Now, let's try to solve yung letter A. It is asking for numbers, for the sum of numbers from 1 to 20. So let me just write it here. Okay? I have here the numbers from 1 to 20 but I'm not going to add this individually. But I'm going to observe in the middle numbers here, which is 10 and 11. Take note that the half of 20 is 10. So, if I'm going to add 10 and 11, that will give me 21. The same thing, if we're going to add yung first number at saka yung last number, let me just transpose it here. 1 plus 20 will give us 21. The same process for the second number and the second to the last number, that will be 2 plus 19, that is also 21. For the third and the third to the last number, that will be 3 plus 18, that will also give me 21. And the same process for 4 plus 17, 5 plus 16, that is also 21, 6 plus 15 is also 21, 7 plus 14 is also 21, 8 plus 13 is also 21, 9 plus 12 is also 21, and of course 10 plus 11 is also 21. These are just the partial sum of those numbers. To get the sum of the numbers from 1 to 20, I need to add these 21s here. But take note that this is a repetitive addition, so I can use the multiplication by simply counting the number of 21 here and multiplying that 21 by that number. So counting it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 here, which is also the half of the total count of numbers that we try to add, which is 20. So we will multiply the 21 here by the half of the total count of the numbers, which is 10. That will give us 210. Now let's try to put it in a formula by merely applying what we have done here. We simply add the first number and the last number. And let us label yung first number as n sub 1 and the last number will be labeled as n sub last or n sub L. So we add those two numbers, the first and the last. Then the next thing that we did is to multiply it by the numbers of occurrence of the partial sum. And to get that multiplier, we simply get the half of the total count of the numbers that we have here. And that give us 10 in this case. But putting it in the formula, we multiply that one by the count of the number or the last number, in this case, and divide it by 2. Let us just rewrite this one in a proper way. So that will be n sub last divided by 2 multiplied by n sub 1 plus n sub L. Let us now try to substitute the values for this formula. We have the n sub last or n sub L, which is 20. We're going to multiply it by the first number and the last number, which is 1 plus 20. And then we divide it by 2. It's the same process that we have done here. It's just that we put the 20 first here and multiply it to the sum. Anyway, let's try to continue the solutions. Here we're going to solve first for the summation inside the parenthesis, which is 1 plus 20, that will give us 21. And then we're going to multiply it by the half of the count of the numbers. So let's try to divide this first so that we can follow what we have done here. So 20 divided by 2 is equivalent to 10. And that number, which is the half of the total count again of the numbers that we have to add, we're going to multiply it by the partial sum of 21. Multiplying this will also give us the same answer as 210 here, showing that the formula that we have here is also correct. Now, you try this formula for letter B, so that you're not going to make a tedious work of adding those numbers from 1 to 100. If you like this video, I'll appreciate it if you can send some stars to inspire me to create more video like this. Maraming salamat po.